Welcome back to the show. This week, we're going to be talking with Isvar Prashad. He's started $1 million plus fashion and handbag business. He's the founder and president of the Carter Bennett Group. He's done multiple startups and all kinds of things in the world of entrepreneurship. So, welcome, Isvar.
And back to some tangible thing. We're thinking about some characteristics, behavior, mindset. But what about some tangible tips for the startup? What must have, like real one? Maybe it's a cash flow, something else, or people, team. So, what is your opinion?
Yeah, I always say I don't like giving tips because entrepreneurship is this journey that doesn't require reading it in a book. You've got to be out there doing stuff. But if I were to say what you got to sharpen, I think your abilities, you got to get good at being a people manager, a time manager, and a money manager. And you're going to be at a disadvantage, maybe in all three when you start. Um, and even if you're at an advantage in one, in order to grow your business and yourself, you need to get better at it. So time management is like, yeah, you've got to be able to do more in a shorter period of time. You've got to be efficient. You can't deliberate too much. You've got no time for that because if you look at time in sense of that's what wealthy people have. They have more time because they know it's a scarce resource.
Yeah.
So if you're going to get good at something, you better get good at managing your time and getting very, very efficient with it. The second thing is being a people manager. You have got to learn how to deal with human beings. And we talked about this in our MBA class a lot of how to deal with these personalities, language barriers, emotional barriers, intellectual
Conflicts,
conflicts
Culture,
constantly.
ethical
culture,
dilemmas. Yeah.
time
It's
zones.
it's just it's insane and how many people are so uncomfortable with that. And yet if you're in the business of a business, guess what? There's a human being. There's a human being that either needs to transact with you, needs to work for you, you need to supply them, you need to get really good at it. Take a lot of courses is what I'm saying. Dale Carnegie courses, landmark education, whatever you got to do, you got to take courses. And the second thing, you got to be great with money. The lifeblood of any business is money. You cannot operate if you don't understand money. And I think a lot of people struggle with that, either attracting money, managing it very well. Again, bootstrapping. We talked a little bit about how you get these things. When you're bootstrapping, and the context of money, you're trying to use all your money to generate revenue. I mean, that's the priority because you need that to keep the business flowing. That means you got to understand where you can save money. Um, One caveat to bootstrapping, I'm going to tell everybody, which I struggled with, is that eventually you do have money. And if you continue to bootstrap, what happens is your brain starts to like get very discontented. Like, so you have to reward yourself at times. You could still be efficient with money, but if you're constantly taking the Greyhound bus, your brain is going to go, when is this ride to hell over with? Can I not like, so you have to train yourself like once you succeed, to do something that rewards your work and you start to like make that connection. I work hard, I get a reward versus I work hard and I continue to work hard and I don't like, what's the point of this?
Mm.
You burn yourself out. So back to the first, money management, time management, and people management. And you've got to look for courses, or anything you can to get really sharper at those three things. And I think that's your beginning of this.
Great,
Bootstrap for
thank you.
life.
No, I would not encourage that. That is horrible. It's funny you see like guys with Rolexes and as a bootstrap guy, you're like, who's gonna spend $10,000 on a Rolex? I don't spend 10,000 on a Rolex because I have other things, but you gotta reward yourself or else it's
Reward.
horrible.
I guess
Horrible.
there's a band called the Bootstrappers. They play at the Disney park. I was thinking that's a great band name.
And they're still at the Disney park.
They're still at the Disney. Hey, it's a gig.
It's a gig, right? But yeah.